This is VSiN, the sports betting network.
Follow the money. That's what I always say. You always follow the money. Yeah.
This is Follow the Money with Mitch Moss and Paulie Howard on VSiN.
Here we go. It is Follow the Money on VSiN, the sports betting network. Mitch Moss, Paulie Howard with you live in downtown Vegas. Circa Resort and Casino is the spot. Busy 3-hour program lined up here on a Wednesday as we talk to Sal Paolantonio every week at 5 o'clock Eastern, 2 o'clock Pacific on this day. They look great, the champs did. And now they have a rematch game, revenge game against the Giants this week. What does he make of it after they got blown out against that same team 2 weeks ago? Mike Palm in studio. You cannot be serious. Matt Euman's on the program, Best Bets College Football and the NFL. We'll run down the best and worst teams, ATS, Paulie, and with totals in those two sports coming up. We have look-ahead numbers to Week 9, believe it or not, National Football League. And we have a pretty packed card tonight in the NBA. And it was nice to have the season back last night with 2 games on the docket, including the champs. Now, I thought for sure once that game went to overtime, we were going to come in here and say, you never want the dog in overtime. Mm-hmm. And it was trending that way in the first extra stanza. But the Rockets kept fighting back, force another overtime, and they're going to have some issues here. Look, I'm the biggest Reed Shepherd fan on the planet.
Fan club.
Did not look good last night.
Your president.
And that we're talking about now stepping up and playing the best team in the NBA did not go well with no Fred VanVleet. Like if he doesn't shoot 45% from downtown, like they're going to have to do something at point guard immediately. What, they have 25 turnovers last night?
That's why you got to feel good, though. Should have won the game. And they were sloppy with the ball.
They played too many big guys at the same time.
Yeah, interesting. Yes. Durant also pulled a Chris Webber. And it wasn't called. I don't know how every official misses that when he verbally says timeout and signals timeout, and they didn't have one. But great game. It's unbelievable to have it back. It takes me back to my childhood with the music. Da, 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 da. Great to have it back on NBC. And phenomenal game to start. You're right with the total. And the Merchant got to the line 14 times.
A bunch in the fourth quarter.
Well, that's right. Yep. But I think they're going to be a good team. And Durant didn't play that well. Sengun was a beast. I do agree with you. You got a lot of guys who play the same position, and you're playing so many bigs. But I think you have to like it, the fact that you should have beat the champs on the road, and you had 24 turnovers.
Yeah. So they're going to be totally fine overall. I just am a little concerned there in the backcourt. The other game, I don't know how you're not completely worried about the Los Angeles Lakers after one game.
Mitch.
Oh, everything you can eat for under 46.5 wins.
Oh, Mitch.
They were so bad last night. And
Luka, baby.
If Luka's dinged up, that team stinks in a loaded West yet again with LeBron's injury lingering now, and who knows how long he's actually going to be out and if that thing will be a problem for a while. They were really bad last night, and that team actually could miss the playoffs. I would not be stunned at all.
God.
Oh, you're not on board?
No.
You had a different takeaway?
I love Golden State. When Golden State plays like that, you get that out of Kuminga and Buddy Hield, and now you get a full season of Butler. He was so good.
Yeah.
I mean, they couldn't get to the free throw line before they acquired Butler and then became one of the top teams in the league. So they have weapons and a lot of guys that can score. And Luka didn't get a lot of help. Reeves was in foul trouble. But, this Gabe Vincent experiment's been a disaster. I will say that. But Luka looks awesome. Luka almost had a triple-double. He was plus 450 at some spots to have 40 points. So he goes for 40, 13, and 9. But they just couldn't get enough stops, and Golden State was fantastic on offense. Just a great job. And those trends we gave out on air, those were money. That's now a 10-1 over on head-to-head between those teams last 11. And the Lakers dropped to now, is it 1-9, 1-10, straight up in openers.
Yeah. You love the Lakers. You always do.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I don't like all the anti-Lakers stuff that always is out there. I mean, they made the conference finals. They were the 3 seed last year. People are talking about the Sacramento Kings. So sometimes I like to give the other team the full credit and for what they did, and I thought Golden State was outstanding in that game.
If they get Kuminga to play like that the entire year, and he absolutely buys in, because it was rocky there for a long time, the relationship with the front office.
Sure.
He's a really good ball player, and if they could stay healthy. Did you see Kevin Pelton does projections and runs like hardcore metrics at ESPN? His numbers on Golden State, he's projecting them for 56 wins.
That's what it was, yeah. I forgot the guy's name. I knew it was someone.
I was blown away by that.
Yeah, I referenced it yesterday. It's also why I bet the win total over, that his projections have them way, way up there. I also watched Luka carry a bunch of bad players to a conference final as well. So he can, number one is how long LeBron's out. Number two, can he carry these other guys? It is a loaded conference, you're right. But
yeah, that Mavs team, I think, was better than this Lakers team.
That. Oh, he's got weapons. I mean, he just got to, Ayton's got to be more aggressive. I might be saying that a lot this year, though. I mean, at times the guy disappears, and that can't happen. But I'm
just telling you, you might want to hop in today on the win total under before it changes too drastically. Because that 46.5 has a chance to turn into 43.5, 42.5 by the next couple of weeks. I think that could happen.
He lost 30 pounds, Luka? It's incredible.
Now, let me give you this as well. I was talking NBA today with Jeff Sherman over at the Westgate, hardcore NBA guy, loves the sport, has for many, many years, leading odds maker over there. And he gave me this is a great observation from him. When the schedule for the NBA was first announced, at least one sports book immediately put up some of the marquee games, including Christmas Day. Well, on Christmas Day, the Cavaliers are playing at the Knicks. And in that game, they put up the Knicks minus 2.5. Then, about a month ago, opening night numbers started to trickle out at least one book, if not others. It might have been one book, and then it was copy and pasted from everybody else. Opening night, they made the Knicks 4.5 tonight. How does that make any sense?
Do they expect Garland and Strus back by then? Did they mean anything to the number? That is bizarre.
Really weird.
I don't know.
So he was telling me, just because that was illogical to him, he was grabbing 4.5 on the Cavaliers, and now they're favored by 1.5. This has been going back and forth, right? 1.5, 2. I think I saw 2.5 earlier today as well. But is Cat going to play now today?
He's supposed to play. One spot listed him as doubtful, but he's still going to play. The other thing is I'm dying to bet this over, but I can't do it based on the fact that now Mike Brown taken over and the last 8 meetings in the Garden have gone under between these teams. I don't like what Cat said. I don't know my role in this offense. Who makes a comment like that?
Right.
He probably also wasn't happy that he's in these freak rumors as well with a possible trade, but that is a bizarre comment. The other thing, when Mike Brown took over the Kings, before he got there, they were near the bottom in offense. And when he took over, remember they had that great story and won the division. They became the number 1 offense in the league. So what will they look like defensively? What will they look like in terms of pace? I love the acquisition of Clarkson and Yabusele. And I want to see what this looks like, though, first, and maybe get involved in play because it should be an over. But I don't like those comments from Cat. Those are right up there with DeRozan saying, hey, what was it like last year with the Kings? He goes, a complete bleep show.
Right.
So this is...
You mentioned, by the way, the 8 straight under when these two teams play in New York. It's 15-3 overall. Under last 18 games between these two teams.
That's surprising, yeah.
You have a win total on the Cavs
yes.
over? 1 seed,
and,
East.
Best record in the league as well, yes.
Yeah,
All of it, yes.
I think there's an angle here where, Paul, even if you wanted to play 60+, if you can find even a 65+ at a decent number, right?
Yeah.
This team is going to be better than last year. They could be anyway. And the East is, completely bonkers,
right.
man.
Now, everyone's picking these teams to meet in the conference finals. Mm-hmm. And as Brian Windhorst wrote today, it's now or never. I mean, this should be the conference finals matchup. And if the Knicks can't get to the finals this year, you wonder if it's ever going to happen now with all the injuries and what's happened in the East. So, you also got Hunter banged up, a lot of guys banged up, and some big names on opening night for real, but I still think this could go over. It'll be interesting to see what the Knicks look like tonight.
Now, we've been telling you about the Opta AI player prop projections in the NFL since the beginning of the year. How about this? We now have it for the NBA as well. 3-point projections, I think, last night on 19 players. They hit 15 out of the 19. I'm on 2. They don't necessarily agree with either one of these, but my player props for tonight, I bet this one a couple of different times. AJ Green for the Bucks, over 2.5 made threes at plus 125. I laddered him 4+ and 5+. The 5+ paid 6-1. The 5+ was 4+ was plus 250. Couple of reasons why. If you go back to last year, he went over this number 4 out of 5 playoff games against Indy. He made 3.6 out of 7 threes per game at 51.4%. In 7 games in April, he made 57% of his threes. This year in the preseason, 12 of 22 from downtown for the Bucks, 55% with 3 and 5 made threes in 3 out of the 4 games. And he signed a 4-year, $45 million extension last week. BasketballReference.com has season-long player projections for everybody in the entire league. They're projecting about 13 points. They're projecting him to take 8 threes per game and making 3.5 of them. This is a guy I think who could turn from 2.5 at plus money into 3.5 odds on before you know it. And I'm going to war with Sam Hauser tonight with the Celtics.
I want to watch this because they might just set the bombs away. That could be the whole strategy and game plan.
Sure.
How many threes they're going to shoot now as they lost their leader and star. But ESPN's doing it right tonight with this doubleheader. And we get to watch Cooper Flagg and see what he looks like tonight.
Can't wait.
Against Wemby. Absolutely.
Yeah.
They're a tease. They love Maxey under, Michael Porter under points, and then points, rebounds, and assists. They love Maxey under, Harden, and Freak. So for all the stuff up there, it's an incredible job what they like with the Opta AI. The Equinox is here. All 4 major leagues are in action at the same time. The best year for bettors with the VSiN Sports Equinox Special. You get full VSiN Pro access to everything we do through May 1st for only $120, less than $20 a month. Every best bet, every host, every guest, the betting splits, the AI-driven prop projections and the matchup tools, the live video, and the college basketball guide coming out soon. VSiN.com/subscribe today. Get everything with the Equinox that's here. VSiN.com/subscribe.
And one request today from the audience. If anybody sees props, like made threes props tonight for Johnny Juzang from the Timberwolves, please tweet the show at VSiN Live, at Mitch Moss Radio, at Paulie Howard. I don't see him listed anywhere, but Anthony Edwards is questionable at this point. Had a very nice preseason. Coach Finch was saying some very glowing words about him last week. I think they'd be small enough to really attack tonight if they're available anywhere. We'll get into the World Series. Prices, props up next as well. And I can't get over this moment from Game 7 from the ALCS the other night.
If you're serious about football betting, VSiN's got your weekend game plan. Fridays at 7 p.m., it's the Circa Friday Football Invitational. Saturday morning, VSiN's college football tailgate show at 9 a.m., breaking down matchups, props, and big-time bets. Later that night, join the football contest show as the sharpest betting minds give you their picks for Sunday's game. And Sunday at 9 a.m., lock in with Mitch and Paulie on VSiN's Pro Football Tailgate Show. Your final stop before kickoff. Check out the full lineup at VSiN.com and join us on the Sports Betting Network.
So, Paulie, have you had a chance to read the VSiN Daily yet?
Yeah, came in at 3 a.m. What's Bill doing up that late?
Well, rumor has it, it starts off with a 12-hour meditation session.
Then he just pours himself over film and live TV, really focusing and taking it all in. Bill's in with the biggest insiders, talking trade secrets, strategies, the whole nine, absorbing the info.
And then and only then can the writing process begin.
In Las Vegas, Bill's Late Night becomes your early morning. Wake up to the very latest betting insights in your inbox with the VSiN Daily. Sign up for free at vsin.com/newsletter.
Everybody, Dave Ross here, co-host of VSiN by the Books with my guy Jensen Lewis. Tune in tomorrow as we preview the Thursday night matchup between the Vikings and Chargers and share our leans for Week 8 in the Circa Millions contest. Plus, we're going to get Greg Peterson's best bets. And, of course, when we have Mike Palm, that means we have Palms pressing 3. Check it out, VSiN by the Books, Thursday, 7 to 10 a.m. Eastern on VSiN, the Sports Betting Network.
This is Follow the Money on VSiN.
I want to finalize here NBA bets that you have, Paulie, as well. I don't have a ton. I have a few, but not exactly loaded to the gills here. I'm going to be really involved, I think, in player props this year. That number I got on Sam Hauser tonight was plus 102. He took almost 7 threes a game last March and April in 20 games, and he made 3 of them. And I'll reference that website again, basketballreference.com. Full season projections, 3.8 made threes per game on 9.2 attempts. We're looking for guys with high volume possibilities here. Like, give me 8, 9, 10 a game. That was the Peyton Pritchard angle to begin the year last year. And if they're going to make the prop like 1.5 or 2.5 made threes and they shoot a pretty high percentage, I'll take my chances with the plus money. I did get involved with the Hornets right away in the offseason, over 24.5 wins. I have them on the playoffs, brought it up at 14-1. I'm on Shaden Sharp, most improved player. I mentioned Reed Shepherd in the first segment. When the Van Vliet injury happened, I grabbed Reed Shepherd, 6th man of the year and most improved. One was 60, the other one was 100-1. And the other guy I'm on is Shaden Sharp. I think that his ceiling for Portland, we'll see them tonight against Minnesota, with no Anthony Simons now. I think this dude is so talented. Like, if he scored 25 points per game, I would not be surprised at all. But I don't have a zillion awards. I don't have anybody for the MVP. I'm going to let this thing play out for a little while.
You got to be feeling good MVP with what Luka did, with how he started last night. A lot of people liked him. I think Edgecombe can have a good year and be a star. I hope he's a star, but I think the Cooper Flag stuff, we're getting out of control. You to see the price, what he is to win Rookie of the Year. There's a lot of good players out there, even though Flag can fill it up. Our buddy Grimes is back.
Yeah,
see what he does tonight. See what Grimes can do. Cam Thomas. Who's scoring for the Nets? I mean, Porter and Thomas should be taking all the shots here with this one. And, of course, what the owner said a couple weeks ago. I know Mad Dog talked about it today when he –
Shaka Khan.
Got that one, too. And Derek White could have a big year as well with the Celtics with all these threes. How are the Knicks $3 to win the division? Embiid played in 19 games last year. How can you say that the Sixers are the second choice and they could – I think it would be Boston, even though most people have Boston in the play-in because they expect them to make more trades. I can't believe – I love the Cleveland, New York, OKC division parlay, which is plus 145. And I know Cohen on your podcast gave out OKC Houston division parlay winner.
Yeah, that was even money.
Yep. Warriors over 47.5. Mavs under 41.5. Nets under 20.5. The owner's saying we're tanking. We need that to be a high pick. Heat go over with Spoelstra. They were awful last year in close games and still went over their number with what they're at, and they had to deal with the Butler circus all year. Lakers under. It was a higher number. This is after it moved, and also the LeBron news. Clippers over. This has jumped up from 45.5 to 49.5, but there were 47.5s available. Yeah. How bad is Utah? Clippers are laying 10 on the road tonight. But I think regular season I'll buy in. I know they have a ton of old dudes, but they have some depth, good roster, and I think the Clippers could win 50 games this year.
Yeah, so one team that you mentioned there, and I told you that I really like the Hornets. I think their young roster has a chance. If they can keep this team together, they're going to be really, really good in a couple of years. But I'm on over 24.5. You're on under Nets 20.5. They're not a talented team at all. They're clearly one of the worst in basketball. So I missed this one, though, today. The Hornets went from 5.5 to 4.5 at a couple of spots here in Las Vegas. I'm like, there's money on the Nets, and now Charlotte's down to 4.5. I need to bet that. I didn't and moved back, but if it comes back to 4.5, I have to get on this Hornets team. I mean, Paul, you just said everything about the Nets. It's going to be Porter and Cam Thomas taking a combined 50 shots every game.
Yep. And also the Orlando hype and the Atlanta hype with the moves they made. Orlando was the worst three-point shooting team in the league, so they gave up a plethora of picks and brought in Bane. You don't have Hero for the Heat, so they're a big favorite. And then the Hawks getting Porzingis. Can he stay healthy? The mysterious illness. Also Alexander Walker. So the Hawks made some moves, and they're 5.5 against Toronto and 236.5 the total. A lot of people are high on the Raptors and like their win total over. Like I've seen like 6-seed stuff with the Raptors. 7-seed stuff. 6-7 in that range.
Yep. Now, I was off the show yesterday. I'm sure you guys brought this up several times after the Monday night debacle by the Seattle Mariners.
What a way to go out.
I can't get it out of my brain yet. Look, I mean, Julio Rodriguez had a great game. and he had a really awesome series, and he's a phenomenal 24-year-old player. I cannot get the at-bat out of my head in the ninth inning. That's an all-time bad at-bat. It's 2-0. Hoffman, it's a one-run game. He fell down into the count 2-0. He's not going to give you one down the middle of the plate to crack for a home run to tie the game up at 4 apiece. You are 1 zillion% taking any pitch at 2-0.
Yeah.
You have Big Dumper on deck. What are you doing? That's one of the worst at-bats in that kind of a situation that I can recall. And again, the guy was awesome, and he's young, so he's going to make these like mistakes, and he thinks that he can tie the game up there as well. Just as bad as it possibly gets from a player that good. And I was watching the game with my brother, and he wanted to break things when Wilson took Brian Wu out of the game. Even though he wasn't exactly running super hot and guys were on first and second, and he basically called the loss at that point.
Well, he managed the game like it was a regular season game.
He did.
You know, it's like Smoltz was great. Your closer doesn't have to be the last 6 outs. I don't know why you would do that, but it didn't work out, and Springer banged them. But I saw plenty of that in October, and I was disgusted. Down multiple runs, leading off an inning, swinging 2-0, 3-1.
Oh, just
like you got to get on base.
It's Mickey Mouse ball.
Yeah, take the walk. I mean, that's just, I saw a ton of that, and not to mention swinging 3-1, 2-0, or not even getting the ball out of the infield. I mean, it's like your run means nothing. You got to get on base. So, and I don't know. It's the new baseball that I don't understand. Take the walk.
So VSiN morning show host Dave Ross has a huge ticket on the Blue Jays at a blackjack tournament here in Circa in the summertime, where everybody who is in the blackjack tournament and they finish out the overall tournament for 3 straight days, depends on where you finish, you're going to get a free roll on a bet, and then it's a draft, right? And once a team is taken, you can't take them again. Well, he took the Blue Jays at 22-1. He has a $3,000 bet on them. That ticket pays $69,000 because, again, he was given that ticket as a result from finishing where he did in the blackjack tournament. I talked to him today off the air about hedging possibilities.
Uh-huh.
So
he got rewarded for playing lousy blackjack, or at least getting bad hands.
Because where did he get Toronto?
I thought it was the last pick.
It was the last one overall?
Second or last, or the last, I believe, yes.
Wow. Holy smokes. Okay.
Derek was there. I thought Derek said the same thing.
Now, what would you do? And because he doesn't really want to run to the window and lay $250 on the Dodgers to win the series as a hedge.
We can find 210, but also maybe you can attack it with the double. We talked about this yesterday with Mike Somich, that you can bet the double and the Dodgers are plus money, small plus price. But if you wait to hedge and say, maybe can I steal game 1, then you're really up against it.
For sure.
Because you got to fade Snell, and then that price really gets carried away, especially if they blow him out. So whatever he wants to hedge, it's up to him, but he's going to have to hedge either the double and hope he loses game 1, and that ticket loses rather, and the Blue Jays steal game 1, or he can just come in and lay the 210, 220 right now. 260 now at Caesars, 250 here at Circa, but Derek said yesterday the liability. They got some guys with some big parlays that are tied to the Dodgers to win the whole shebang.
Now, what would you do if you had the Dodgers at a big price? Would you just take the Blue Jays and call it a day, lock in a profit?
I'd wait.
Yeah.
Because they're just a freight train right now. It's an intriguing series, no doubt, because they don't strike out.
Right.
They put the ball in play. Again, I've mentioned it many times, but it's like those great Yankee teams in the late 90s, early 2000s. We're going to make you work. We're going to see a ton of pitches, and you're going to be out of the game by the 6th because you're throwing so many pitches. But the other thing is these guys are untouchable, and they just had a 1.40 ERA here, what they did. And I just saw this with Milwaukee. They made Milwaukee look like a high school team. They had a $118.
Yeah, and by the way,
they scored 4 runs in the whole series, and I heard about how good this offense was.
Well, think about this, by the way. The Dodgers really didn't even hit in that series.
No, that's another good point.
So
they did not.
What if the sticks come around here?
I know.
To go with this pitching.
Yeah, that's right.
Can I interest you in a little Freddie Freeman MVP? How about this tweet? MLB Stats. He's hit safely in all 11 career World Series games, slashing .310, .362, .810.
Mm-hmm.
And he's homered in 6 of his last 7 World Series games? What? Are you serious?
I bet it. I didn't shop it. It's a bad job by me. You can find 16-1 at the Westgate and 15-1 right here at Circa. I think that's a big talking point. It's never happened before. So I think he can go back-to-back, and I think he can have a big series. So I bet on that, and I also think it's a good narrative with the media talking about, hey, we could have history here if he's able to do it again.
Here's the thing that's going to get me again. I thought I had the market cornered against the Brewers. I had Edman 80-1, Snell 30-1. Well, those are the two front runners at one point during Game 4. Then Ohtani says, I don't think so, Mitch Moss. Not while I'm playing in this game tonight. And you got to beat that dude.
Mm-hmm. And boy, they really are worried about the liability with Ohtani because a 2 home run game with 10 strikeouts is now down to 20-1 if that happens. Which that's just like,
what was it last game?
I thought it was
125-1.
I thought it was 1 home run and 10 strikeouts. Now with 2? Come on, what are we doing? It's just like,
oh my
well, everyone's
Lord.
going to bet. They don't care what the price is.
No,
everyone's going to bet it. So
up next, think about that for a second. We'll dive into early numbers, Week 9 of the National Football League. I have questions for next week. The Chiefs played the Bills, and I'm stunned at another number.
The NBA betting season is tipping off, and VSiN's got you covered with our brand new NBA betting guide. We've packed it with key insights and betting trends, previews of all 30 teams, and of course, our experts' season-long best bets. It's the playbook you want in your hands before the first tip. The guide is exclusive for VSiN Pro members, so don't miss out. Sign up today at VSiN.com/subscribe and join us on the Sports Betting Network.
This is VSiN, the Sports Betting Network.
This is Follow the Money on VSiN.
Paulie, you've called this one of your favorite segments every single week when we take a peek at the early lines or the look-ahead lines in the National Football League. So for next week, week number 9, the Thursday night game is Baltimore at Miami.
Oh, boy.
Oh, the Dolphins get Atlanta and Baltimore back-to-back?
Yeah. Hello, Robinson Sunday. Hello, Henry and Jackson on Thursday.
Good luck with him.
And this is why the Ravens can salvage and turn around their season. 6.5-point favorites, then 7.5-point favorites. Can they sweep Pittsburgh? Maybe, but a lot of winnable games coming up. And this is not going to go well for Miami. We got bad news. Waller on IR now with the pec.
That's brutal.
God,
that really stings.
It does.
Yeah. Again, I have this the perils of betting any award market right in any sport. That's I think the 4th guy with like at least some sort of an injury that I've bet on this year.
He's always hurt too. That's too bad.
Yeah.
That was a great story. We had an excellent chance there. But now it's like, what's Ross waiting for, right? Like, what's it going to take? Like, how bad do you have to look here? And how many?
Well, okay.
Before you just say this is it, we have to go in a different direction.
And then, like, do they actually just tell Tua to take it easy moving forward here?
That's another, yeah.
Because here's the deal. Atlanta's got a pretty damn good defense. Their numbers are super solid pretty much across the board. And after that game, now they have to take on Baltimore. Their defense obviously has been the exact opposite, but my guess is it doesn't go well for Miami at all in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And this is absolutely a super good teaser option, in my opinion, next week.
That's right.
The Vikings are at the Lions next week as well. You want to actually make this your 2-team teaser? Now, shop around. FanDuel and DraftKings are way different. On this game, one of them has Lions 7. One of them has Detroit 8.5.
Wow. Boy, this escalated quickly with Minnesota's power rating.
Oh, big time.
Wow.
The defense is evidently a little fugazi here.
Yeah, well, they attacked Rodgers. I know they had a big game against him, and unfortunate what happened afterwards with the comments. Ridiculous. But I will say I still got a problem with Detroit's offense. It's not there. It's not all the way back. You know what I mean?
Why do you say that?
They should have put away Tampa and won that game by 4 touchdowns. And then also the second half against Kansas City. I love the defense, but again, they own Baker, and they've always shut him down. But they have to do a better job offensively. So the other thing is who's playing quarterback, and if Wentz keeps turning it over, well, forget about it. And he knows it too.
Well, Paul,
can't keep making mistakes like that, and he was awful in the Eagle game.
I'm fairly convinced that J.J. McCarthy is absolutely not hurt whatsoever. This is now lingering for a month and a half. Are you serious?
And they're peddling us, and it's an ankle?
Yeah.
That's the story. It's an ankle for 2 months?
I'm not buying that for 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
So they're...
Boy, did they butcher this.
Oh, my God.
It's all-time bad.
They had Darnold and Dimes in the building.
They had Darnold and Dimes. They let them both walk. And they drafted this guy who looks like a bust, and then they went with Wentz.
Boy, does that hurt.
And they could have had Rodgers. It's another one.
Another one.
They said no to Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
They went 0 for 5 on this.
That's excruciating, man. Yep. Well, but that's, typical Vikings, I guess, right?
You got it.
The Bears are 1.5 at the Bengals. Total between 47.5, 48.5.
Oh, Flacco fever. They can get this one, too.
I think I like Cincy in the game.
That'd be 3 in a row. I know. Every Bears team total. The Bears are 6-0 to the over with the team total. I think they're a little bit fugazi here. I mentioned the takeaways and the turnovers every game. That's going to end. I think that's a high-scoring game. I also like the Bengals.
Yeah, me too. I got to be honest. If you can find, I might shop around here. If I can get plus money on a money line for the Bengals, because think about this. Now the Bears this week, they get Lamar Jackson back after a bye in Baltimore, and they're like a touchdown dog in that game. And the Bengals are probably going to take a wrecking ball to the Jets.
They should.
So based on what's going to happen in those 2 games, I would think the Bengals are going to go off as the favorite in that spot.
Okay.
The Colts are playing at the Steelers.
Come on now. This opened 1.5?
Yeah.
Come on. The Steelers are not going to stop Colts.
No.
They're not going to stop them. This is way too much respect for Pittsburgh. Which
way too much.
Yeah. And I guess same thing with Green Bay. Green Bay should be higher. It goes back to week 1. It all comes back to week 1. You couldn't stop the Jets, and you couldn't stop Fields through the air. The only team you've been able to slow down was the Browns off the worst spot in NFL history, and Gabriel his first true road start. No, they're not slowing down the Colts in this game.
Nope, totally agree. The Broncos play at Houston. Denver, 1.5 total, shy of 40, about 38.5, 39.5 out there. That game will not go well for the Houston offense.
No.
They're not scoring. And it's going to get ugly. It's going to be vile and nasty for that team. Now, I would probably lean under more than anything else because I don't exactly trust Bo Nix against the Texans defense, but I'm thinking team total under there for the Texans. Niners are at the Giants. How about that game? Niners 2.5, 3 on the road. That's like a really good game, I think, next week now.
That total's too high.
46.5?
Yeah.
For a Niners game and Giants at home?
It's a tough stretch here, but I'll have faith in Shanahan that they're able to get through this. And I think that's an unbelievable job by Saleh, what he's done with the defense.
Oh, he might be the guy who comes in and steals the assistant coach of the year from us, even though we're holding numbers on Jim Bob Cooter for the Colts. Panthers.
That is a good game, you're right.
Yeah, Panthers at the Packers, Green Bay 10.5, 44.5.
Ooh.
Everybody who has Green Bay left, they've had this one circled to use, I think, in Survivor. Although there's one other really good option next week.
Is it Andy Dalton, though? We'll see if Bryce Young is back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They have to do a better job defensively. You can't let Brissett look like that.
Uh-huh.
Brissett might be a better option than Murray, the way things are going in Arizona, but that's a ton of points. I can't. I think Carolina's live, especially if it's Dalton.
You want to tease this one? Chargers 7.5, 8.5 at the Titans. Next week, week 9 NFL.
Well, Tennessee is now 0-11 ATS to run at home. Yeah, I would like that as well. They did not get the new coach bump. Ward continues to turn the ball over. And then he was also down some weapons, and what happened in the second half. One nice drive, and that was it against New England.
Yep. I think the Pats are too short. They're below a field goal at home to Atlanta, unless it's going to be Kirk Cousins sight unseen with him. But the Michael Penix Falcons offense on the road, the home road splits here are absolutely alarming.
Wow, that's short. I agree with you. It's night and day with him.
Well, yeah.
It's and I think New England will be able to contain the rushing attack.
This game, Jags are 3 out here in Las Vegas against the Raiders.
3?
3.
Oh, come on.
They're going to be off the bye. They're getting Travis Hunter involved much more now on offense.
I will say this. They were in Rams territory like 6-7 times. They just couldn't finish.
That's true.
But they can't. The Raiders are awful.
Yeah. They're one of the probably 3 worst teams in the entire league.
Boy, did this escalate quickly.
Yeah.
From a playoff team to what a win. We beat the Chiefs on Monday night, and you 3 against Las Vegas.
Yeah, I know it. The Saints are at the Rams. This is going to be the most popular probably in Survivor. Rams are 12.5, 45.5. Big number.
Bad.
Remember, the Bills were laying like 14.5 a couple weeks ago at home.
Yeah.
To the Saints. Couldn't cover that one.
Probably an over, though.
This is an afternoon game, not a Sunday night, nor is it the Monday night game. The Chiefs at 4:25 next Sunday play at Buffalo. KC's 1.5. Total 50.5.
3 late games again. 2 of them are garbage.
Yep.
But this is, I understand. I mean, this is AFC Championship game. So you want everyone to watch this? I have no problem with this one. They did it this week with Denver and Dallas. Sorry, the game's not good enough to do that. This you can. Absolutely. And I agree. I'd have to take I know the Bills beat them regular season, and they don't beat them when it counts. But the way the Chiefs are humming offensively and getting everyone back, Buffalo looks like a mess right now.
Yeah. I was thinking, though, Buffalo has done a really good job against this team in the regular season going back. If you're ever going to bet them, it would be in this game.
Yes. I like Seattle Sunday night.
Yeah.
It's just Washington, too many injuries, and Seattle's won 9 in a row on the road.
All right.
McDonald's done an incredible job. And if Darnold just takes care of the ball, it doesn't do stupid stuff like he did Monday night, trying to hand the game away 3-4 different times. Their defense is for real. JSN could set the record. Doesn't matter who's on them. They know you're going to get them the ball. That seems too short to me.
I'm going to start calling them the Seahawks and Animal. Hawk and Animal. They're the Road Warriors.
Good one.
Cardinals are playing at the Cowboys. This is my biggest question of the entire card. I know that you want the Cardinals probably on the road as a dog, but Dallas is 3 to Arizona. What am I missing?
52.5. Wow.
They shouldn't be closer to 6 than a field goal?
Yeah, I don't get that.
Like Arizona's going to slow down Dallas's offense on what planet?
Yeah.
And I guess maybe they're better off with Brissett than Murray?
Not. Dak's going to throw all over.
Oh my God, he's going to eat him alive.
Yeah. Eberflus doing it. They're getting better. They're doing a good job against Washington. They're getting better defensively.
Yeah, a lot of intriguing spots next week.
Yeah.
Number 9, National Football League. Up next, win some, lose some. And we'll ask you about superstitions when gambling based on yesterday's amazing story as told by Circa owner Derek Stevens.
The Breeders' Cup is here, and First Bet and VSiN are putting you in the winner's circle with an exclusive offer for horse racing and sports betting fans. Open a new First Bet account and unlock a $250 sign-up bonus with promo code VSiNBC. Then, place just $100 in wagers in your first 30 days, and you'll score a full year of VSiN Pro, a $240 value packed with expert picks, daily best bets, and exclusive insights to make you a sharper bettor. Plus, deposit and wager $200 on the Breeders' Cup, and you'll be entered for a chance to win the ultimate VIP experience at Circa Resort and Casino, including a 2-night stay, a $250 food and beverage credit, your own cabana at Stadium Swim, and a behind-the-scenes visit to the VSiN studio. Don't wait. This exclusive offer ends November 1st. Get in now at first.com/VSiN and use promo code VSiNBC. That's 1st.com/VSIN. Promo code VSINBC.
Win Some, Lose Some is sponsored by the Sharp Plays.
Were you a winner last night?
Wow, winning.
Or was it a rough one?
Well, they can't all be winners, can they?
Loser! You're a loser!
Paulie Howard recaps the night in sports betting in Win Some, Lose Some.
Warriors +4 to -2 after the LeBron news. They take out the Lakers by double digits in the over 224 up to 228. 10-1 overrun head-to-head between those teams. Luka to score 40+, +450. Kennesaw State from 1 up to 3. Subscribe, be part of the team, VSiN.com. Our radio and podcast friends, you always want to see these tweets and videos. At Paulie Does Vegas on Instagram. Send them in. We'll put you on. You guys have been doing a great job the last couple months. Mitch sent this in. Well, one of the reasons it happens so often at the South Point is the locals love it, and they have 5-6 tables every night of Pie Gal. But the 5 aces hit, and the progressive was 32,000. I was playing once, and the first four cards were aces with the Joker, and I couldn't finish the deal, and it would have paid like 800,000.
800,000?
100,000. Yes, but there it is with the pictures, as he's got ace, 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 Joker.
I'll tell you what,
32 grand.
Paul, that casino, as we know, that they get it, man.
He does a great job.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, he does. How about this? Steve deserved his own tribute here. We did Mitch and Paulie's Pizzeria yesterday, but other than Rich in Canada, this guy has nailed it this year. This is Steve, also in Canada. He had used a free bet on a 20-teamer. He's got 18 of them in. Dodgers to win the World Series is number 19. Bills to win the Super Bowl is number 20. I mean, this is your big boy here. And do we know how much it pays? This would be nuts if he's able to do this.
Up top, it looks like 1,500 to 1, but I can't see the wager amount there.
He used a bonus bet on it, on a 20-teamer, with 18 in. Dodgers would be 19. Bills complete the 20-teamer. Come on, Steve. Bring it home, kid. Do it for Buffalo. The fact that he's still alive is astonishing.
No kidding.
With the mix in there. And what all the love for Huff and Puff. How about if I got to give him a shout out? How about a viewer hit this? $100,000. You know, we had Motor, got to be careful here, Motor City Smitty story and what he did. And then we showed other videos where a listener hit it at Rivers for 14,000. Mm-hmm. And then this is your big boy, where this is Bob. Hit it this summer at Mandalay Bay. Huff and Puff is the best. The Wolf comes out. There you go with the grand or the jackpot. $100,000. Incredible.
And that's a $10 bet?
Yeah. It's like Motor City. Well, $5 bet and you got 80,000
on his last bet.
Yeah, right.
Second to last bet.
We did it again. Thanks to Jonathan Davis. Lose some. The Seattle Kraken are 0-13 the last 2 years on back-to-back games. 12 of the 13 losses are by 2 goals or more, and they've scored 2 goals or fewer 12 of the 13. Wow. 4-1 Washington last night. The gift that keeps on giving. One lose some. I was excited like most people when they told us Michael Jordan was going to be an insider on NBC. But it's going to be like a canned segment, and he's just going to go down memory lane?
Is that all they're going to do?
I know that was the first one.
I know.
It was a good story about I haven't picked up a basketball in years. And Tirico said, when's the last time you played? He goes, I rented a house for the Ryder Cup, and the owner said, shoot a free throw. And then he said, I was nervous. Because here I am, he's telling his kids, this is the best basketball player ever. What if I brick the free throw?
Sure.
But he nailed it. But then it's like next week he's going to talk about load management. I want him breaking down games. I want him talking about matchups and players. I don't want memory lane and stuff. And evergreen with Michael Jordan.
Does he not watch games? Maybe he doesn't.
Yeah, that's possible too.
You know?
Good compilation here. Lose some. Dogs who are afraid of the cold. And look at this guy coming out, doing the U-turn immediately with the dog. They're looking at him, it's like, what's your problem? What's your problem? You turn right around? This guy just freezes. He goes out. Here's the French Bulldog. Look. Oh, no. No.
What?
No way. What am I doing? Here's another guy going out in the snow. No way. Absolutely not. Way too cold. You got to use the bathroom. He goes right back up on the couch.
I'll hold it.
Yeah, I will hold it. And this guy,
okay.
This guy going up on his hind legs, hanging out. Excellent. Very good. One bad beat. Rockets money line and also under. 104, end of regulation. It goes to double overtime to stick it to you. And the Rockets, 24 turnovers, should have won that game. Sharp Plays followed us and been with us since day one. Jeff and the crew been doing this since 2011. Documented results, public logs, transparent receipts. SharpPlays.com. Trusted by pros, watched by the books. The AI plays up 50 units. Real-time global betting info. Alerts directly from the pros. Look for the Mr. Poison tweets. Sharpplays.com. So the Huff and Puff story, and you were out yesterday, but you can go back, as always, and listen to the podcast, and we retweeted the link as well. This story gets better and better, and we want to know some of your superstitions as a bettor, and sports betting are also machines. I know Ozzy will wear the same underwear and same socks if he's on a hot streak, but the story that Derek Stevens told, that Motor City Smitty and his buddy had a weight loss bet, and they can call each other out at any time to get on the scale, and then he went to his house, did the weigh-in, but forgot his watch, and then now the watch has been good luck. He's wearing his friend's watch, and he's hit 16 straight bets, and then on his last bet and spin in Detroit at MGM, he hit for $80,000 on Huff and Puff. And then today, he forgot to use his free play, he realized. He went back at 10:30, wearing the same clothes, exact same machine, hit the free play, cashed out. The Wolf came out again, won $1,000. He cashed his sports tickets, realized he still had $12 left of free play, went back to the same machine, and the Wolf came back out, and he won another $1,000 on Huff and Puff. And there's the watch again, the Rolex. And you got to buy him out, I would think, because as long as he has to keep the watch on with this streak. And then Rayo, the buddy, I think he wants $40,000 for it. About, hey, come on, let's come to an agreement here. 16 straight winners over the weekend in football and sports betting, and now he's up $82,000 on Huff and Puff.
Okay, pretty good weekend, I would say. Did Derek mention to you off the air how much that watch cost?
I think he said it on air, actually. Did he mention?
Yeah, that is a mighty fine looking watch there, buddy.
Or maybe they were going back and forth because, the guy could come up, the guy could throw any number at him about what he paid for it or what it's worth. But that's Derek kind of mentioned that as well. But wearing the same clothes, same machine.
Why not?
It's working for him. And the lucky watch. Your father's watch. It's your birthright. You'd be damned if he...
So is there any... I love what Derek said, by the way, on the show yesterday. Like, Rayo wants a cut.
Yes.
So can they work something out here where...
Look at that photo.
Motor City Schmitty and Rayo can actually just have him continue to wear the watch?
No, buy him out. Buy the watch
and
from
keep, or that.
Just sell him the watch.
But what if Rayo doesn't want to sell the watch?
Oh,
and he says you can keep wearing it as long as, but I want now moving forward, we're chopping everything.
That's not bad.
Otherwise, I get the watch back.
He wanted half of the jackpot for the watch. That's interesting. There it is. There's the picture. Put it up the last pull. He was down to his final $5. $5 a push. $80,000.
Your reaction yesterday to Derek was the same one I had when I was listening this morning to catch up on it. A $5 push on Huff and Puff can pay $81,000.
I had no idea.
What are we doing playing Ultimate X?
No kidding. If you get that, he got the mansion. I think it was the spin when the saws came out, and the mansion. He got the mansion feature on the spins, and then that could be your big boy. But also, I think $2.50 I've seen pay $15,000 too, which if you get. But I didn't know it was that much. That's crazy.
Do you do anything with superstitions?
Yeah, I mean, especially being a goalie, that was big too growing up. If you had a good game in net, because goalies are big time they're lunatics, goalies.
Right. Well,
what they're doing. But how about you? I've done that stuff before about same underwear, same shoes, same jacket type stuff.
It's really simple, but years ago, before apps were like actually a thing and everything was a paper ticket, I would have to keep it in my back left pocket or my wallet, depending on if I was winning or losing.
Uh-huh.
So if I would have a couple losers in a row, I'd have to switch it up. Only spot they could be. I would not put them anywhere else.
I will watch, if I'm hot, I'll watch at the same spot I'm at in terms of where am I on the chair?
Yeah.
Am I on the couch? What TV am I watching? Where's the remote?
Right.
All that stuff. That also goes back to not sports betting, just being a fan when your favorite team's playing. Right. I used to do that too. I loved the Georgetown Hoyas growing up. Iverson, Mutombo, Mourning, and they had a couple deep runs in the tournament. And they would be sitting in the same spot on the couch.
This is not really a superstition, but I also like to put my phone down a lot during big games because it's unbelievable how many texts people will send in like huge moments. I'm like, can you just enjoy the game, please? And then I can't. It just bothers me because my phone's dinging the entire time. I'm like, stop, please, till the game's over.
I watch on YouTube TV. They're ahead of me. Pisses me off.
Yeah, right, exactly.
You're like 60 seconds ahead of me, 30 seconds.
Don't text so much during games. Put it down, for Christ's sake. Enjoy it. Sal Palantonio on the program coming up next. I want to know what the attitude is in the locker room as the Eagles play the Giants again this week. 2 weeks after getting pummeled by the same team. We'll ask him that coming up on Follow the Money. It's VSiN, the Sports Betting Network.